everyone. So after we have discussed the last topic of chapter 9, we will be going to answer three exercises from our textbook. The first exercise would be the exercise 9-18, which is the product cost concept of product costing. Here's the problem. SmartStream Incorporated uses the product cost concept of applying the cost plus approach to product pricing. The cost producing and selling 10,000 cellular phones as follows. Excuse me. So they have given the variable cost per unit and the product cost per unit as shown in the problem. So the direct materials is 150, direct labor is 25, factory overhead is 40, selling and administrative expenses is 25, the total of 240 variable cost per unit. And they also have provided the factory overhead, the fixed cost, which is the factory overhead of $350,000, and selling and administrative expenses of $140,000. Now, the stream desires a profit equal to 30% rate of return on invested asset of $1,200,000. So first, the question is, first, determine the amount of desired profit from the production and sale of 10,000 cellular phones. So, of course, our desired amount of profit is, we know that it is computed as the rate of return times the total invested asset. So, the rate of return is given 30% and the total invested asset of $1,200,000. So, so the desired amount of profit is 30% of $1,200,000, which is $360,000. So, kulang siya zero. Typographical, guys. Letter B is to determine the product cost and the cost amount per unit for the production of 10,000 cellular phones. So first, we have computed the product cost. So the figures is already total of 10,000 cellular phones. So when those figures, I get it from multiplying all the variable cost given in the problem by 10,000 units. So product cost, we know that the product cost includes direct materials, which is $1,500,000, direct labor 250, factory overhead of 750. So the total factory overhead is 750 is coming from the variable cost of $40 times 10,000 per unit, plus the variable fixed cost overhead, factory overhead of 350,000. So the sum of this is 750,000. Total product cost, we add all of those items, is equal to 2,500,000. So second, we will be determining the cost per unit. So we know that cost per unit is the total product cost divided by the number of products. So as we have computed, the total product cost is $2,500,000 divided by 10,000 units, and that would be $250 cost per unit. Okay, letter C. Letter C is to determine the product cost markup percentage for cellular phones. So we know that the formula for markup per unit is the desired profit plus selling and admin expenses over the total cost. So we have computed the total cost. The desired profit is the answer of letter A, which is $360,000, and then plus admin and selling expenses. So 250 is from the variable admin and selling expenses times the product of 125 and 10,000 units. Plus, we have added the fixed cost of selling and admin expenses, which is the $140,000. And to sum it up, it would be 750 over the total cost, 2,500,000. So guys, typographical ni 5, please delete it. The answer of this is 30, 0.3 or 30%. Next, we will be determining the selling price of the cellular phones. So we knew that the selling price is equal to the cost per unit plus the markup per unit, which we have computed earlier. So the cost per unit is $250 plus $75 markup. So if you were wondering how did I come up with $75, it's in the bottom. It's 250 price per unit multiplied by 30% markup per unit. So the selling price per unit would be $325. And that ends the first exercise. The second exercise would be exercise 9-19, which is the target costing. So the target costing. Toyota Motors Corporation uses the target costing. Assume that Toyota marketing personnel estimated that the competitive selling price for the Camry in the upcoming model year will need to be $27,000. Assume further that the Camry's total unit cost for upcoming model year is estimated to be $22,500 and that Toyota requires a 20% profit margin on the selling price, which is equivalent to a 25% markup price on the total cost. So first, what will be the price Toyota established for the Camry for the upcoming model year? Second, we will be determining the impact. What impact will target costing have on Toyota given the assumed information? Okay guys, let's proceed. A. What price will Toyota establish for the Camry for the upcoming model year? So, based on the given, we will be only selling price. We will be only computing to get the selling price, the desired selling price. We will be computing the markup per unit. So the given markup percentage per unit is 25% and the given total cost per unit is $22,500. The product of which is $5,625. So to get the selling price, the supposed to be selling price of the unit, to meet the requirement of Toyota, we know that the selling price is cost per unit plus markup per unit. So 22,500 plus the markup of 5,625. So the selling price supposed to be of this unit, if we follow the Toyota standard requirement, would be 28,125 compared to the target price this year to be 27,000. It would be underpriced of $1,125. So letter B. What impact will target costing have on Toyota given the assumed information? Of course, the target cost for Toyota Camry following the requirements of the Toyota will be a little bit higher than the projected selling price. Thus, Toyota Camry might not be as competitive as expected towards their competitor. Okay, let's proceed to the next problem to answer. Next, we will be answering CP9-4. So this is the cost plus and target costing concept. So the following conversation took place between Juanita Jackson, Vice President of the Marketing, and Les Miles, Controller of Diamond Computer Company. So we'll be giving you 30 seconds to read the problem. And we'll be answering A and B. Okay, time is up. We'll be answering first the A. If you were less, how would you respond to Anita's solution to the pricing problem? How would you respond? So I answered no because I read it incorrectly. I thought it was if I will agree with the pricing, the solution of Juanita. So for me, I won't agree with the pricing solution of Juanita. First, because it would distort the price of the product. So I will not agree. Second, if we will not include the fixed cost and the product cost, we will be having more unit needs to be sold to reach our break even point. So of course, if we have more units to be sold, more marketing expense and more expenses to be followed. That would be, and sometimes it would be impossible for us to sell a lot of those computers because as you can see, computers are upgraded. If not monthly, it's semi-annual. Okay, next, how might target costing be used to help solve the pricing dilemma? Okay, as you can see, the price of the computer needs to be reduced. So getting the fixed cost and the product costing won't help the company. They can use this strategy to lower the cost of the product, like for example simplifying the design. If they're only after with the price, then they can simplify the design. So if you simplify the design, it will reduce the cost of the raw materials. And if the design is so simple, of course it will reduce the direct labor cost. And of course, it will eliminate the waste because it's not that complicated to assemble a computer. So this would be the answer for their pricing dilemma. And by using this strategy, they can reduce further their price so that they can compete with the other companies. And that would be all. Thank you for listening. I hope you get something from my answers.